The builder pattern is a common creational pattern from the Gang of Four. It thus deals with object creation. Complex objects in this case, because the intent of the builder design pattern is to separate the construction of a complex object from its representation. In other words, it lets us construct complex objects step by step. By doing so, the same construction process can create different representations. Let's explain that definition with a real-life example. A very typical example of the builder pattern in real life is a piece of software for a garage that, at a certain point, requires you to construct cars. We can consider such a car as a complex object, consisting of different parts, say a frame and an engine in this example. But not all cars are constructed in the same manner. A 3-door Mini has a different frame and engine than a 5-door BMW, for example, so the builder for these is different. This is a prime example of where the builder pattern shines. BMW is a representation of a car, and Mini can be seen as another one. So we'll have a builder for a car, with on it methods to build the engine, build the frame and so on. And also a way to return a car, for example via a car property. Seeing we're returning a car, we'll also have a car class. On this class we'll have a method to add a part. For example, adding an engine, adding a frame and so on. How the car class adds and stores these parts isn't of importance for our pattern implementation. And then we'll have different implementations of this builder. One for building a Mini, one for building a BMW, and so on. Important here is that these different implementations still have the same methods. So, creating the complex car is transparent for the consumer of the builder. No matter which builder implementation is used, it has to call into the same methods. This is possible because, just as with other patterns in the creational pattern category, we're working on interfaces and not on implementations. We've again avoided tight coupling. The consumer in our case would be a garage. It needs a builder to effectively construct a car. One way of passing that through is via a construct method which accepts a car builder. And that's it as far as our real-life example goes. Now let's map this to the pattern structure.